What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. In the last video I was able to get the 450 all ready to go. As you can see, I've got the U-Haul trailer hooked up to the truck out there. All the bikes are ready to go, just need to be loaded up. I've got a lot of stuff already packed up, also ready to go. That means today we are finally ready to hit the track. Stay tuned. The day has finally come. I'm very excited. Jagger's very excited. I think we're both a little bit nervous. He's never ridden at a track before, and it's been at least over a decade since I have. Got the new sprockets, new chain on in the last video, new tire. Everything is ready to go for the 450. 110 and Jagger's 50 are also ready to go. Tried to make a really huge packing list. I wanted to make sure that I got everything, make sure that I took everything that I needed. Jagger and Brittany are actually still asleep. It's pretty early right now. So I'm gonna go try to get everything loaded up, and then once they get up, we can start heading out. Give some gas. There you go.
The bike will be ready for the lane.
Good one, but that first lap. Since we actually went to the track, I tried to film as much as possible. As I mentioned, it's been over 10 years since I've actually gone out there. The track has actually changed. I did look on their schedule. I was really trying to go so that nobody else was out there. I mean, obviously I figured there was a few people. I was trying to go when there was no events going on. As you saw when we pulled up, there were tons of tents, tons of trailers set up. They were actually racing the flat track. So luckily for us, the motocross track was wide open. The unfortunate thing is I really wanted Jagger to be able to practice on the circle track, so he did not get to do that.
I killed, and I did it. And
You were scared, but you did it.
But I did it on a motocross plat. I didn't need to get on a circle plat because the waiting. And I applied her on a bit with the motocross plat, but I did it. I went over the Bill fell down one time.
You fell down a couple times.
Yeah, a couple times. A couple times mean two.
Two, that's right.
Fell down 2 times.
But you were fine, right?
Yeah.
You were perfectly fine both
Yeah,
times. You got right back up, we picked the bike back up, and we kept going.
Yeah, I kept going.
Yeah, he did not get to use the circle track, so we did actually take him out on the regular motocross track. The cool thing is, the way that this track is set up, it's not a very advanced track. There is one section that is for a little bit more advanced riders, and then there's also like a hills and woods section. And then there's one little small center section that does have one big tabletop. And there's one smaller tabletop on the other side. I was very, very proud of Jagger. He went out on the regular motocross track, that little center section. He did the entire thing by himself. I think he did like 3 or 4 laps actually by himself. I only was able to get a little bit of footage. I actually put the GoPro on my helmet to follow him at one point, and the battery died as soon as I took off. He was getting pretty tired. He was getting pretty hot and sweaty towards the end of the day, and so he didn't really want to go back out again.
Can I talk now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I did pretty good after you. I loved Auto Hill. I love go over Auto that big hill and all the little hills.
You liked that's what you liked was the hill?
I didn't like the little turn and no, I didn't like the little turn, but I did like the little hill, like going over the little hill, like hitting the whole throttle over the big hill. But my dad went like 10 times or 20 time because he loved it. Mom went one time, her went around the whole plaque.
Oh yeah, Mama did get on the 110. Mom even got out there a couple of times by herself on the 110. She actually went on the little advanced course. She took it pretty slow, but you can actually ride it pretty slow. As far as the 450 goes, it's just like riding a bike, I guess. As soon as I got back on this thing, everything felt comfortable. The bike felt comfortable. I did obviously take it very easy the first lap around, just kind of hitting everything in 2nd and 3rd gear. After the first few laps, everything felt great. I decided to go ahead and hit it in 3rd and 4th everywhere else. I am going to make some adjustments to the suspension settings. I'm also going to go ahead and pull the front wheel and axle and re-grease those bearings since I did the rear. And maybe if it does cool down here pretty soon, me and Jagger can go riding around the neighborhood on these things. Right there. Front axle is all greased up. Just like the rear, it's nothing special. I just like to take a little bit of extra grease and put it in there, clean out the old grease. They don't put a whole lot in there from the factory. I feel like having some extra just tends to save those bearings, keeps anything from getting up in there. As far as the process, take this cover off. It's just 2 little Allen bolts, one here, one down at the bottom. You'll undo the nut over here on this side. If you actually have an Allen wrench or an Allen socket big enough to fit over here, you can actually put it over here. For me, I did not have one big enough, so taking it off is not that hard. You got this clamp over here on this fork, and then you've got one underneath the plastic over here. Once you take the nut off, you're able to pull it out, take those seals out with the screwdriver, clean everything up, re-grease it all. Putting it back on is a little bit different story than taking it off. What I did is fed the axle through all the way as far as it would go first. Tightened only this side down, so just these 2 bolts. That holds the axle in place if you don't have an Allen wrench big enough over here. I tightened the axle nut down. Factory says it should be, I think, like 85 foot-pounds. Already learned from doing the rear that is way too tight. Put 50 foot-pounds on here and that should be plenty. Once this is tight, what I did is go ahead and loosen these back up. That way if this axle wasn't all the way in there, once you actually torque it down and you loosen these up, it should pull that tight. So just loosen them up, break them loose, and then tighten them back down again, and then you can tighten down the other side. After that, should be good to go. Not going to be doing anything else with the bike in this video. Everything else should be pretty much greased. Would like to grease the steering stem bearings that are in there, but I'll do that at some point when I actually have to service these forks. Not sure how this bike is going to hold up, but when I had my 09, I did have to replace the fork seals twice. It's pretty hot today. Jagger and I fully did plan on going and riding, but I think we're not going to be able to do that. However, I did mention taking the Evo over to a buddy's house, and Jagger seemed all for that, so I think that's what we're going to do. God, that front lip always scrapes just a tad. I got to go real slow. We didn't get to really go ride the dirt bikes because it's been very, very hot, but we have not driven in the Evo in a while, and so we're supposed to be going out of town this weekend.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine is watching the dog, or not watching the dog, but he's going to come over here and give her water and feed her and everything. So we're going to go see him right now, hang out for a little bit. I can go fast one time. That's it. One time, that's it. All right. Well.
You went 2 times.
Well, no, I just shifted. That was only 10 pounds of boost. I didn't even go that fast.
I wanted you to go fast.
You wanted me to go fast? I think got up to about 17 is what I saw. I'm not pressing it all the way down, Bubs, because we're kind of in the neighborhood.
But will you put the whole throttle down?
No, I didn't floor it. Hopefully in the next video we can do some more track stuff. I'm really hoping to go back out there. I'm also thinking about doing some stuff with the Evo. I've got a couple of things that I never got to install in the car. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed our first track day. Jagger got a lot of experience this time. He did have a little bit of a rough time. Had a little bit of a rough time, right? At the track.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. I mean, you rode great. You rode great. You were just scared, right?
No.
Okay. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it, and the more confident you'll be at doing at it, and it won't be as scary. You'll be able to go out there and just have a good time. I promise you. If you like the video, please hit that like button. If you want to catch everything else going on with the channel, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys next time.